Thank you, thank you, Mr. Speaker. It is an honor for me to be here today to recognize 2 units and a person who's done so much for the state to protect you. Of course, it's really special since one of these people I'm recognizing, they're from Berrien County, where I'm from, so it makes it even more special because they really protect all of us. And it's like a wise man that sits on the front, Representative James Brashear told me, that when a fire comes, these men run toward the fire, not away from the fire like we do. And we do appreciate that because they do protect us and protect our forest land. And as you probably know, Georgia is one of the global leaders in timber in this country. And also, I was surprised to learn that 22,000 acres of privately owned timberland are in our state. And these men protect all of it. And we just want to show our appreciation and honor them. And first of all, there's another county Representative Jackson represents, McDuffie and Warren County. And McDuffie and Warren County's unit was named the Georgia Forestry Commission 2023 Georgia Unit of the Year. And also was named for the South Georgia Unit of the Year was the Berrien County Fire Department. And in the 2023 Forest Protection Area of the Year was also named, and that was area number 9, of which Berrien County is a member, and so is Camilla. And I thought I'd point that out to you. And also, I would like to tell you that we have James McMullen here, and he's been named the 2023 Forestry of the Year. And they protect us, they protect our forestry, and these people were named this because of their leadership and their dedication to protect people in forest lands. And I want to say thank you, and if you get a chance, please come speak with them. And I'd like to ask our Forest Commission, Tim Loudermilk, to come say a few words.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It is a tremendous pleasure to be here, and I'll be brief. I know you got a lot on your calendar and on your schedule today. I do want to acknowledge that we've got some of our other great employees up in the balcony there. I'd like for them to stand, and maybe we can give them and our folks up here on the podium a round of applause. If you will, Mr. Speaker, I would just take a brief moment to say many of you in this House recognize and know that my experience came from the private sector. I've been the director. I've had the opportunity to serve underneath Governor Kemp. The pleasure to serve him as the director for the Georgia Forestry Commission now for 3 years. And one of the lessons, and I think it's pertinent to today, one of the lessons that I have learned coming from the private sector and getting to work with these great men and women at the Georgia Forestry Commission is just their willingness to serve. Their willingness to serve in communities where they live, their willingness to serve in communities that need their help. Just this past year, the Berrien County office in the Area 9 responded to the hurricane that came through Valdosta. We are generally one of the first on the ground with chainsaws clearing roads for power companies and for them to get back in to restore power. The other thing that makes me really proud, and I want to point out to this body, is that when we have time here slow and we don't have an active fire season, our state is known around the country to having some of the best and brightest to pick up, get away from their families, leave their communities, and go serve other places like Texas, California, any state where there may be a wildfire. We're some of the first to show up. Right now we have 5 in Oklahoma, and we have 1 serving on an overhead team in Texas putting out wildfires. And I often get asked, why don't we have major wildfires here in Georgia? I think there's several reasons, and I'll be brief. A lot of it is that our properties here in Georgia, 91% of our forest, that 22 million acres, is owned by private forest landowners. Our agency recognizes that. They understand that's an investment account. That's a child's college education account. That's a wedding. That's a retirement account for a landowner, for a forest landowner. And we don't have fires in Georgia because we take responding and putting fires out serious in our state. Our average response time to a wildfire is 24 minutes. Our wildfire size in our state is 5 acres. I would put that up against any other state in the union. So thank you for taking the time to recognize these young men and women and for the work they do. I can promise you they're servants for our state, and they get up every day and go to work for you hard and do their job with great pride and great honor. So thank you for recognizing us.
And thank you so much for the job you're doing.
Thank you.
And the changes you brought to our area.
Thank you.
Thank you.